game 3 is done. With a Nuggets win, it was kind of a boring game. Not even kind of, it was just a boring game. But I'm here, your resident, what country is this? Lithuania. I'm from Lithuania now. Your resident Lithuanian here for another review about game 3 of the NBA Finals 2023. Let's go. Before we get started, make sure you like the video. I know you see that button. Press the like button. Cool, so it was a pretty boring game. It was a bit of a dud. Is dud the word? That's the word Americans use, right? It's a bit of a dud, nothing game. We saw the Nuggets take the lead quite early on towards like the middle or end of the first quarter, and they just never looked back. There was a few times the Miami came back a little bit, but it was never really any threat or danger, their lead going away. So there wasn't much exciting things going on to be excited about. You know what? The most exciting part was end of the game. Erik Spoelstra says, it's garbage time. Let me put in my bench players. Nikola Jovic, Omer 7. Udonis Haslem became the oldest player to play in the NBA Finals. And for some reason, Duncan Robinson. I have no idea why Duncan Robinson is a garbage time player now, when he's been really good this playoffs. But Duncan Robinson just started lighting it up from free. And that started getting interesting. With a minute left, they were only 10 points down, and Michael Malone had to take a couple timeouts to tell his boys to pattern up. But yeah, it wasn't really anything exciting, but there are still some talking points. So, like, once again, I don't know how many times to say, the best thing in basketball is the Nikola Jokic Jamal Murray 2-man game. There's nothing like it. Both of them ended up with a 30-point triple-double, the only time in NBA history this has ever happened. Nikola Jokic had the first 30-point, 20-rebound, 10-assist triple-double in NBA history as well, in the NBA Finals, I should say. And yeah, it's so easy for Nikola Jokic. It's just so simple and smooth. Like, he just cooks, and you just watch him cook. It's not like a LeBron James where it's, he's cooking. It's just Nikola Jokic just cooks, and you can't do anything but just watch in awe of how he cooks.
Let him cook.
I'm gonna let him. I am.
I was a bit concerned when Cody Zeller checked in the second quarter, I think. No, it was the first maybe. And I thought, is Cody Zeller going to get extended minutes? But he didn't get a lot of minutes, thankfully, because Nikola Jokic would have ate him alive. But yeah, one thing I did like from Erik Spoelstra this game, towards the beginning at least, like the second quarter, is he didn't really play the 2-3 that heavily, trying to trap the guard with Nikola Jokic, because he knows Nikola Jokic's passing. So every time Nikola Jokic went out, the game was trap Jamal Murray. Even when Nikola Jokic was on the court, if he wasn't the ball handler, trap Jamal Murray. Worked sometimes it didn't work. I mean, Jamal Murray still had quite a couple turnovers in this game, but he ended up with a triple-double. You can't really complain about his performance. His shot making was really good though. Jamal Murray made some tough shots down the stretch, especially. Nikola Jokic, tough shots as well, mid-range specialist. And I've changed tune a little bit as to what I think Bam Adebayo needs to do. He's been coming down, taking the quick mid-range shots, but really, if you watch the game, they're going to let him have those mid-range shots. So if he tries to find a better shot across as the shot clock runs out, he can find it. And if he doesn't, he can take that mid-range shot, because they will let him. Nikola Jokic will let him take that shot. A lot of people are saying it's the Heat versus the referees. I think it's stupid. The Heat were constantly flopping. Flopping. I don't support any of these teams. And I'm telling you, the Heat were flopping. The amount of kickbacks, head throwing backs that I've seen was poor. It was just not basketball. You're just dancing like a ballerina. Stupid. Yeah, in the third, the Nuggets started playing really good basketball, moving the ball quite a bit. I mean, MPJ still hasn't had a really good game. It's concerning for the Heat. Like, the 2-1 down, MPJ hasn't had a really good game. KCP only played good in game 1. It could be a long day. The one game where Denver Nuggets go on an offensive, catastrophic run, it might demoralize them for maybe even next season as well. Because when Nikola Jokic decides to make everyone better and everyone can shoot, it is a very long day to guard the Denver Nuggets. So yeah, I really enjoyed watching Jokic and Gordon make the zone defense collapse, leaving Jamal Murray having a decent shot just inside the line, 3-point line or coming in on a cut. I need to reiterate, really enjoyed Christian Braun's play. I think he got like 15 points in 19 minutes. It was really good, like immensely good. And I've said before, as a avid Kansas fan, but as someone who watched Kansas win the NCAA tournament, I was really impressed with him. And even though Ochai Agbaji still hasn't had a lot of PT, I think he can be a quality NBA player as well. But Christian Braun is really showing his use as an NBA player, as a role player on the Denver Nuggets, as he comes in and his minutes are so fruitful. Like, he impacts the game so much on the defensive end, offensively, playmaking. He can shoot, he can put up layups, he can dunk the ball. It's really good to watch Christian Braun. And I think him with Nikola Jokic could be very good combination in years to come. I do want to finish on a quote I heard from Jeff Van Gundy on commentary. I heard him say something that I really think resonated with me quite a bit. He said, "I don't think enough players care about having a bag on defense." There's a few players that do have a bag on defense. I think Jaden McDaniels is a player that has a bag defensively. He gets in his bag defensively and you can see him clamp up. Drew Holiday gets in his bag defensively. I think Denny Avdia gets in his bag defensively. When he's on a defensive tear, he just gets in his bag and nothing goes past. So, and I think that's true. I feel like Bam Adebayo, while he's a great defender, he hasn't got in his bag. He hasn't put it on Jokic. He's letting Jokic drive a little bit, putting on decent enough defense, but not really getting tucked in, you know. So I feel like Bam Adebayo needs to focus on trying to get in his bag defensively while also taking the offensive shots that he can get. I did like the defense on Gabe Vincent today, I will say. I think they didn't give him as many open looks. There was one open look I remember from Jamal Murray where he was wide open for a shot, and obviously he made it. But I did enjoy the staunch defense played on him, where you didn't let him get a good look, because Gabe Vincent is the type of player where he'll create a good look, and once he gets a good look, it's long. But yeah, we only saw one foul on a 3-point shooter, which was Bruce Brown fouling Gabe Vincent on a 3-point shot, where he ended up missing one of the 3 throws, so it was okay at least. But yeah, amazing play from the dynamic duo Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, and hopefully Game 4 is more exciting. Back at the crib for the Miami Heat. I can't remember the name of it. I'm just calling it the FTX Arena because that's what it used to be called. At the FTX Arena in Miami, Florida. Hopefully we can see 4 juggernauts, actually Jamal Murray isn't an all-star, 3 juggernauts and all-star players put on great performances, while the role players and Jamal Murray, because he should be an all-star, play amazing basketball. But I'll be here ready to watch it, ready to review, ready to tell you how I think each team played. But yeah, please like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell as well. Subscribe. See what we're doing around here. We're really making a lot of videos as we come. I've made a really good video yesterday. You should watch that. And yeah, I'll see you, man, in a bit. Boom.